pulled over.
Why are they in the road?
They were crossing the road. You ran them over.
The driver was intoxicated.
I'm gonna get a drink tonight.
He voluntarily submitted to a blood draw.
Couple beers.
Oh, you had more than a couple.
Total was .178, which is twice the legal limit in the state of Michigan.
The driver, Glenn Schaefer, pleads guilty to DUI and fleeing the scene. Incredibly, the pedestrian only suffers a broken leg.
We were very concerned that someone would get hurt or killed, including not only people on the road at the time, but also himself.
With only inches to spare, he squeezes between a van and pickup, daring officers to do the same. Police keep their distance, waiting for the runaway to make a mistake.
Separating the truth from the lies. Coming at you from underneath the Newton, Georgia chemtrail sky. You're about to receive the shock treatment. How many times, folks, how many times have I said that we need to get the dangerous drivers the hell off the road? How many times have I done a video about this? Videos constantly, and it's getting worse out there. It's not getting better. I mean, they're tailgating. I call them gators. You could be doing 80 in a 70. They'll still be up your ass tailgating, and then they have the audacity to get in the right-hand lane, and then they're looking for a way to get cut you off, get in front of you. They tailgate the guy in the right-hand lane until they have enough space to cut you off and get back in your lane. It's insane. It's insane what they're doing, and they need to be taken off the road because one false move, as you've seen at the beginning of the video. Even the drunk drivers, that's what they're driving like. Even the ones that claim they're sober, they're driving like they're side effects of Big Pharma. But the fact is, they are crossing the line, just like they do at the Kroger Shopping Center. Now it's getting worse everywhere. People just don't know how to park. They're parking on the lawns. They're parking crooked like they're drunk. They're speeding out of control. They're tailgating. They're cutting people off left and right. And we're not talking about cutting them off by 2 car lengths. We're talking about like within inches, folks. And it seems like there's a shortage of popos on the road. I mean, Peachtree City was you couldn't, if you breathed the wrong way, they'll pull you over. But this is what they're doing. They have their blinker on. They won't put their blinker on. Actually, what they do is they'll cut you off, and as they're cutting you off, then they'll put the blinker on. You know, they do some of the craziest, most bizarre things you've ever seen. It's absolutely out of control. And also on top of it, you got the road rage, which, you know, these people are pissing me off because I see what they're doing, and it's extremely dangerous. I mean, you got assholes that are tapping their brakes. Why are you tapping your brakes when you're following someone? That means you're tailgating. You jerk. Are you that much of a moron? How big of a hurry are these jackasses in? Are you in a hurry to get to your funeral? Are you in a hurry to get to the hospital? Huh? Are you in a hurry to get in an accident? My dad used to say, drive like hell and you'll get there. But unchecked emotions can lead to aggressive driving. And road rage, that's why I say aggressive Andy, aggressive Angela. You know what I mean? And it has very much, these are very much dangerous habits that they have, that they're exhibiting. And it's time to put a stop to it. That's why I say, you know what? We need to elect, in Coweta County Sheriff, we need to elect Doug Jordan. Doug Jordan says he's going to get more cops on the road, and he's going to get the cops that are actually supposed to be on the road to actually do their jobs. More SROs, more technology to prevent, look at the stop sign right there, jackass. This is how dangerous they are. More security in the schools. He's going to educate the elderly on, look at this, left, right, which way do you go, George? Which way do you go? Morons. Morons, man, are on the road. Morons. Get them off the road, man. Get them off the road. Get them, you know, they don't even deserve a ticket. They need to deserve to go to jail. This is criminal driving, how they drive. They're idiots. But as I was saying before, he's going to educate the elderly and on you know, to give them heads up on ways that they could be scammed out of their money, which is excellent. He's going to crack the whip on these teenage drivers that don't know how to drive, but he needs to crack the whip on all of them because they're all driving like it's no regard, Beauregard. It's aggressive Angela, aggressive Andy out there. They're weaving in and out like they're drunk. They're tailgating. They're tapping the brakes repeatedly. They have a right blinker on. They'll make a left turn. I even see right across the way from our neighborhood. You know, they'll be in a right-hand turning lane to leave Publix, that I call it the Public Shopping Center over here at Thomas Crossroads. But no, they'll be in a straight lane, excuse me, and then decide to make a illegal left-hand turn. I've seen that so many times, and they're never caught. I don't ever see them get caught. We need more cops on the road. We need the ones that are on the road to do their job. And we need to stop them and prevent the road rage and stuff like that. So, you know what? I'm against smart appliances, smart cars and all that. But if the society has become this stupid, if it's becoming this aggressive that they're out of control when they're in control of the wheel at the helm, then maybe these jackasses need the smart cars. Let the smart car, you know, pull over on the side of the road when they detect that they're driving, when it detects them driving like dangerously, and summons the cops, you know, and arrest them. Maybe that's what they need. Maybe they're the ones that need the smart cars because they're apparently dumbasses. These idiots, the way they drive, they're like idiots. And it gets worse when you get to Atlanta. Oh man, have you seen the way they drive there? It's absolute insanity, man. It's absolute insanity. It is cutthroat. And it's like we need a swarm of drones out everywhere. And I'm against all that. I am. But they're bringing it on themselves. They're bringing it on society because they're dumbasses. Quit tailgating, damn it. All right? If it's 70 and the guy in front of you is doing 75, I think 5-0 is plenty. What do you got to do 90 for? Where do you got to go that's so important that you got to risk life and limb and risk everyone else's lives in the process? Huh? That's what I want to know. All right? I'm sick of it. I really am. I'm sick of the lack of respect, the lack of regard, the tailgating, the cutting off. I mean, it's impossible. It's insane, and it needs to stop. I'm telling you. If anybody's in law enforcement, if anybody's well, I don't know if we need more legislation. Maybe we need tougher laws. I don't know. To scare the bejesus of them and tell them, look, you know, if you do this, if we catch you doing this, we catch you doing that, we're taking you off the road. You're done. At least for 90 days. You're done. Do something like that. You know, first offense, 90 days, no license. Oh, what's that? You got a job? You got to go to work? That's on you. You should have thought about that before you did all the dangerous shit that you did on the road. All right, because you're risking not only your life, you're risking everybody else's lives. I mean, these people are driving in cliques too. Why do you need to drive? Why do you see the need to drive in a clique? Because if one jackass makes one false move, he's going to bring everybody down with him. It's unbelievable, man. They're speeding, they're weaving, they're tailgating, they're changing lanes without signaling, they're cutting in front of someone and then slowing down. Yeah, that's another thing too. You cut me off and then you freaking slow down to do the same speed that I was doing, only you're in front of me now. You jackasses, you idiots, man. I'm sick of these idiots. Maybe some people out there don't like this. You know what I mean? Like they'll tune in on my Facebook page when I post this on a watch party, and then they'll check out. That's what they do. You know, it's like they can't handle the truth, anybody, or they'll delete you and stuff like that. Look, his cruise is set to 83 miles an hour, right? The whole time. That's fast. That's fast. And this is Atlanta. The speed limit is like 55 in certain places, 70 in other places. 83 is 13 over if you do it in the 70 zone, and it's a lot over. It's I think it's a revoke your license or a hefty fine in the 55 zone. But you get people that will blow by you 100 miles an hour. It's like, where are the cops? It's unbelievable, man, what they're doing. I've seen more often than not. You'll get one car that puts on his decides last minute to get off the interstate on an exit, and the car that he's tailgating right in front of him, it decides like in sync at the same time. That could be a collision of enormous proportions. I'm talking about death right there. And that's how they're driving, man. It's out of control. It's out of control. Cops, please do your job. State legislature, consider getting drones out. Smart cars, if they have a smart car. I don't know if the stereo. I got to do research on that. I just read. But these cars need to take over control of them and pull them over if they're driving dangerously. You know, maybe these jackasses are the ones that need the self-driving car because they don't know how to freaking drive. And I'm sick of it because I'll be damned if either I or someone I love or even someone you care about or you gets killed unnecessarily because one of these mofos, these idiots, these morons, these dangerous drivers are just do something really stupid. All right, slow your ass down. Quit tailgating, tapping the brakes. Quit running red lights. Stop when it says stop. Yield when it says yield. I'm sick of it. You got 2 lines right there in a parking spot. Ricky Van Shelton said, keep it between the lines. How hard is it? Keep it between the lines. We got more and more people moving into cities and towns and stuff like that. We don't need people, jackasses, taking up 2 spaces. How hard is this? You know the world would be a much better place if everybody just did the right thing. How hard is it? All right? And it's unbelievable with the research that they found. More than 3/4 of U.S. drivers admitted to aggressive driving behavior in the past year. 51% purposely tailgating. You purposely tailgate me, I'm slowing down. All right? And I call it the maneuver. When you're behind me and I'm in the left-hand lane, and then you're tailgating me, and then you get in the right-hand lane and you tailgate that car, you're waiting for a couple of inches to squeeze and cut me off and get back in my lane in front of me. Cut me off, forcing me to slam on my brakes. You piece of crap, you. I ain't gonna let that happen. I am gonna inch up. I'm gonna box you in. Then you'll get behind me. I've seen it behind so many times before. Look at this jackass over the white line. How many times have I said that in my videos? Well, over the white line. You see there's a red light coming up? Park behind stop behind the white line. It's there for a reason. Hanging out. If you do it by accident, back out. Back your ass up. If you have room. These idiots. 45% honk to show annoyance and anger. 33% make angry gestures. 12% purposely cut other vehicles off. Dangerous. Get them off the road. 4% get out of the vehicle and confront the other driver. We had that incident, I think, last year over here in the park over there by PetSmart, that shopping center, Home Depot, here in Noonan. They actually cornered the guy. One car cuts off another car. The car that did the cutting off gets cornered. And I don't know, and it ended up with a gunshots. That's as far as I remember. All right. If you did the right thing and quit doing stupid things on the road, it wouldn't come to that. And bumping someone, damn it. You bumping someone? This is why I got the dangerous... I'll tell you what, I'm dusting off the dangerous driver's cam tomorrow. I've had enough of this, man. I've had enough of these idiots on the road. Listen, lawmakers, you're out there. You're out there, right? Police. Yes, police. Please, I know you're out there working hard. Please try to do whatever you can to get these drivers off the road, because it's becoming an epidemic. It's an epidemic, and it's one that not many people really are talking about. But I see it all the time. Why don't you type in dangerous Atlanta motorcycle accident? Oh yeah, see what you find out on that one. We witnessed it. A guy on a motorcycle gets off the exit on Abernathy southbound on a motorcycle, right? And does he bother to brake? No, the guy's speeding, full speed ahead, hits the wall, doesn't make a left turn or right turn, hits the wall and plunges down I-75, full speed ahead, full speed. All right? Because they're not slowing the A down. They're constantly speeding. That's all they know is speeding, racing, rushing, and dangerous antics. Very dangerous. Here in Coweta County, we need a sheriff that's going to clean it up, and that sheriff will be Doug Jordan. Get out there and vote for Doug Jordan. That's right, you heard me say it here. Doug Jordan. Get out there and vote on June, I want to say 18th. Yeah, Doug Jordan. And I want to say May 28th is early voting. He's going to clean up Coweta County. He's going to get rid of the corruption. He's going to get rid of the corruption in the Popo department. It's everywhere. It's deep state is everywhere. It's on a local level. I've experienced in the teaching profession here in Coweta. There's a lot of corruption here, but there's a lot of corruption everywhere. It's very corrupt. The school system, it's a good old boy system, which is something that he's not a part of. And he wants a clean house, basically, and get these criminals the hell out of Coweta County, get the drugs off the streets, and get the drug dealers the hell out of Coweta County, lock them up. Doug Jordan, lock up these dangerous drivers, protect the young teenage drivers on our city and country roadways by stricter enforcement of the laws. And that's a good thing, because the teenagers are also part of the problem. All right, so he wants to get stricter enforcement of our traffic laws. Well, we need that across the board. We do. The teenagers, first of all, I was at Kroger today, and when you get out of your car and you walk into the store, there's right in front of stores that says stop signs. Cars are supposed to stop and let pedestrians get into the store. Nah, this teenager in the big pickup truck was just blowing right through. That if I didn't see him and stop and not proceed walking, he probably would have hit me. And I felt like hitting him. All right, so You know, it's unbelievable, man. So we need more stricter enforcement. We do, but we also need it across the board. Let's see here. All right. So it says training, education, instructed by law enforcement, which will be citizen voluntary by instruction. I think it needs to be mandatory. To be honest with you, I think the way most people are driving, they need to be educated, go back to class every couple of years or something, or get recertified to even qualify to get a license. I mean, and we need stricter enforcement out there. We do. Do we have a reduction in the police force? Is there less cops on the force? Because I don't see them out like I used to. I just don't. All right. Before it was like reached critical mass saturation with cops everywhere, pulling every Tom, Dick, and Harry over. Now nobody. It's like the inmates are in charge of the asylum. He wants to stop drugs and gang activity. Illegal drugs will cease to exist, and he's going to run them out. He's going to run him out of the county, which I'm all for that. And he's not part of the good old boy system. So that's a plus right there, too. Because let me tell you something. I've been waiting for new blood to come in for years, but it seems like the good old boy system is still alive and kicking, man. And if you ain't in that club, it ain't happening for you. Sorry. You know, X marks the spot. They'll put a target on your back. If you don't walk like them, talk like them, if you ain't in the same club, period. End of story. That's the way it is here. And it's not just here. It's a lot of places, you know. But he wants to clean that up, and I'm all for that. He wants more cops to patrol neighborhoods. I mean, I tried to get one not too long ago, and he's telling me, listen, he says, we would know something was going on in your neighborhood. We would know. No, you wouldn't. I would know more than you because I live here. You patrol my neighborhood all the time? No. I see suspicious activity. And they're parking on the lawns. Get them the hell off the damn lawns. Unbelievable, man. But you see all the good stuff that he's for, and he's very qualified. Vote for Doug Jordan, June 18th, Coweta County Sheriff. Period. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there's his page that I created for him. Now, if you go to that page, don't inbox with any sensitive information that I don't need to be privy to. That's none of my business. I'm here just to support Doug Jordan for Coweta County Sheriff. I was trying to get a picture of him right there. Can we take a look at the guy? There he is. I met him. Seemed like a very good guy, up and up, and he wants to make Coweta County great again. And it's slipping, man. I'm seeing the riffraff moving in neighborhoods. I'm seeing them parking on lawns. I'm seeing some signs here that don't look good. And he wants to clean everything up. So there you go. Doug Jordan for Coweta County Sheriff. Get the dangerous drivers off the road. Get them off the road. I mean, what is it going to take to get these jokers, dangerous drivers off the road? You could go look at his credentials. You could go look at, the statistics by county. And it seems like that, our county has, well, they say 142,000. I think it has more than that, way more. But they want to say, I think it was like 7 homicides during this particular year. I think it was 2017. Don't quote me. You have to go look. But if you look at our population, you know what? I'm going to have to, I can't. Anyway, our county, there are other counties. I think Henry County has a lot more people than we do in the 200,000s, but less homicides than we have had. So, per our population. So the way you look at it is crime is increasing. I know we're off the interstate, but the riffraff is moving in. I mean, we had little Boozy getting arrested here. I mean, come on, man. The riffraff is out of control. The dangerous driving, the crime is trying to really move in with the drugs, and we need to clean it up and nip it in the bud before we get overran and we become another Clayco, we become another DeKalb or Fulton County. All right? And he's also endorsed by Sheriff Joe Arpaio. If you don't know who he is, you must have been living under a rock. June 18th. It better be June 18th. I believe that's the right date. And early voting, May 28th. Vote Doug Jordan. It's time to take Coweta County back, get the dangerous drivers off the road, and clean up the act. All right? Clean it up. And until next time, you receive the shock treatment.